Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? The audio, the microphone was muted.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. How about now? We got sound now? Yes. All right, Bob. What's up, Will? What's up, brother Will? Nelson. Villanueva. Tennessee TV. Michael Banks, what's up? Man, see some new names in there. How y'all doing out there? I rode over to Lake Havasu today to see a friend. And let's see, that's over there. So this light's over here. Ooh, that fucker's bright. I saw a friend who, what's up, from Tennessee. Mike Marino, what's going on, my friend? Yeah, I have a friend over there. He has a medical problem that leaves his face disfigured pretty severely. So, John Thomas, what's going on, brother? So he's kind of isolated in his home. He doesn't go out much. So I went over to see him today. And it was a nice ride over there and back. We just got home right now. Well, about half hour ago, we had to feed the animals. We did get the retaining wall done. We're going to build some more on it, though, later. What's up, Riding Too Fast? Underworld Royalty, Matthew Johnson. Thank you so much, Matthew. I'm going to do another one tonight because there's this dude out there. You may or may not see him called Insane Throttle, and he keeps making videos about stuff. Try to squeeze his way into something that he's no shit about, and he acts like he does. And he's always talking about motorcycle clubs and whatnot. So I want to get on and talk some smack about him because some of my friends don't dig him. I don't dig him. I see about my brother's car wreck. I'm not sure. Tennessee TV. I talked to you about my brother's car. Oh yeah, I do remember. I do. Yes. I just wanted to let you know. I really look forward to the video shot on Wednesday. That's right, brother. It's been a while. I do remember that. I hope things work out there too. I remember seeing pictures of that car. I think it was pretty nasty. Tashanka, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Let's see here. We got Smitty on here. Let's see. Let him know we're going live. He's out in Oklahoma. So yeah, I went and saw. What's up, John Hall? That was rough, bro. That must have been a rough one to live through when you're with your own family member, you know, your brother, especially. That's all's going good, Hot Rod. Nothing but love and respect out there for you and your family, bro. Hope all is good. Yeah, so I went out to see this friend of mine, and you know, he's missing part of his face, basically, and he doesn't go out much. So, and all's good, JP. You know, and you know, life's hard when you gotta, you know, when you don't fit into society visually. I mean, you could have cancer, nobody knowing. They'd be like, "Hey, open arms," but when you have a physical deformity that people can see, they tend to turn their shoulder, you know. So my family, that's right, Tashanka. She's out there feeding the dogs. So I rode over there to see him today. Since I got a front tire now, I can ride it. Breeds positivity. What's up, Nomad? Thank you, Tennessee TV. I hope you get with this. I hope you get through this. In the end, you're going to have to, but I mean, it's like never forget, but you got to move forward. And that's easier said than done. I just want to let you know, the more I watch the videos, the more I sound like a bull in person. Thanks, Michael. Um, yeah, so we might have a couple of fellas riding out from California. That's great. Riding too fast. Del Toro, how you doing? I was out in Havasu today. It's the day we're all above dirt. That's right. It's a nice ride out there, but we don't get to make it all the time. I got a lot of catching up to do on some of my responsibilities around here. I got some tattoo work coming up next month, and I got some tattoo work I got to do in San Francisco. My big Gabe, who flew out here to get his leg worked on. And of course, we got Christmas coming up. We got to go see family. It's going to be a long month. A lot of stuff going on. So, hey, anybody see about people getting in trouble over Whitey Bulger's murder? Anybody see that? What the hell's going on my phone? Get rid of that shit. They say that I was just reading something. They say that Whitey Bulger got transferred to this prison. Everybody knew he was coming. He was dead within 12 hours of getting there. Isn't that something? Isn't that kind of neat? You know, fucking rat got his. That guy was a turd. And I mean a turd deluxe. You know, that guy was killing people and having people kill people. In the meantime, he was working with the FBI. I mean, what a dude, right? He got his. But they say he was 89 years old when he got it. So I suppose he's lucky to have lived that long, you know? Happy 55 birthday. Yes. Today is Pearl Harbor Day. Today we got bombed by the Japanese in Pearl Harbor. That's right. Let's see. That's what it gets. Yep. So today they bombed Pearl Harbor on December 7th. And that's a day that will live in infamy, according to Roosevelt, our president at the time. Oh, that's right. Happy birthday, bro. So, you know, that was a different time in this country, man, where people rallied together and let's see. There's a first man. He was giving up info on the Italian mouth. Is that true? I don't know. That's first. Oh, wow. Hats off to you for being in the Navy, bro, and giving that to the country. No, I don't frown on it. The guy was a piece of shit. He'd been a snitch for 20 or 30 years. Wow. No, I don't. Everybody I know. Yeah. You think our country, IDLs. What's IDLS? Yeah. I think our country's in bad shape. I don't think if we got bombed like that today, I don't think the country would rally up the way it did back then, and especially with young people. I just don't see it happening. There are young people in certain parts of the country. What's up, Gary Dunn? How you doing? So I just don't see young people stepping up like they did back then. You know, it's just a different time and a different place, and you know, you get great minster on the beach, Norman, Persian, and France, and them. Yep, it's a different breed, man. It's a different breed of people, and it was a different country back then. What's up, Big George? Big Max? You know, it was a different country back then. The government didn't try to bone you down at every turn, you know. Now they want, you know, like this, if you make $600 on a side gig and you get it through Zelle, PayPal, or Venmo, they want their cut. I mean, it's just the government stiffs you at every turn. we have a president that says, "Oh, we're going to make the rich pay their fair share." Well, making $600 on a side gig ain't rich. That's just an extra scrape along. It's what it is. That just helps somebody scrape along and pay their bills. So it's quite a deal. I don't really have any desire to go to Hawaii. I know it's a beautiful place, but I don't surf anymore. It's very hot and very humid, and so I'm cool. I don't really want to go to Hawaii. I can see it on TV if I want to. But it is a cool place from what I hear. My wife's been there a few times, 4 or 5 times. So what's that? I'm not a Bulger. He's dead, bro. Got rid of belt drive and now a chain drive. What a difference. Hope you're good. I am good, my friend. You got a Harley, right? Because I was thinking about doing that to the Indian. But I don't know. My belt seems to track a little off. Yeah, Whitey Bulger, they say that the cops would stand around and talk about him coming to the prison he was being transferred to in front of inmates and look for empty pocket in his hand to put his hand in. Yep. And so he got murdered. No, I did not do an interview with Larry Lawton. I haven't. I got to check on it maybe, but I haven't. I haven't interviewed anybody for quite a while, and that's something that I have to get back on. Now that we're kind of settling in, financially, things are going to stable off next month. Sweatshirts are ordered down on our community page. We have our Teespring account, so that's where we get our T-shirts. We run to the neighborhood at least. That was what I told a few times before. Information is not reliable. That's right. Any one of those hard intention safety knives? No, not yet. But that's something I'm gonna have to work on. I did sent the guy a message on Instagram that made that knife that I have. And Kawani's ton of it. That's right. Hey! Fuck, the phone's ringing on the computer. The Fed Bulger worker got murder charges and went to prison and gave up people to Bulger. Oh, wow. Lost a lot, but good ones, bro. Yep. Okay. Kelly Chris. What's up, brother? How you doing, CG? Salon Falls, you did 10 and USP Atlanta. We'll love to see y'all's different cult perspectives. Yeah, I got to see this Larry Lawton. I haven't watched his show, to be honest with you. I think I breezed through it, but I forgot what his channel's all about, you know. So talking about Bulger, you know, he also gave people up. So saying it's okay to give up the Italians as long as I don't give up anybody in my crew. Yeah, Epstein's definitely an inside job, my friend. You know, if you're ratting on other guys, putting them in prison, that's ratting. So, you know, he was a fucking rat. The volcano in Hawaii right now is shooting up 200 feet nonstop. Crazy. What you could do is a good thing. And to show this to him. Yeah, on your forum side now, Larry. My homie Nate's phone has a rooster. There's a rooster. Come there, rooster by the neck and having a chicken for dinner. What's up, brother? yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out. You know, um, I do want to touch base with Big Rhino and see how he's doing. He's up in Washington. Uh, People seem to like him. One problem is he only has a cell phone. He didn't have a computer at the time. Yeah, so Whitey was a rat. He used people up, and he had people trusted him very much, and he betrayed them. So that's just, to me, he's a fucking turd, and he got what he had coming. You know, uh, he was a rat, and he used his own kind to come up. Well, yeah, of course, he ratted on him. Hold on, okay, like this. Uh, he might have been. I think he just walked in the slaughterhouse, bro. I think he walked in the slaughterhouse because he got killed uh, 12 hours after he got to that prison. It was a medical facility. Uh, his main enforcer, Kevin Weeks. Yeah, I saw some stuff on that. These guys killed people, though, for Whitey Bulger. So basically, they needed them to convict him, you know? You know what I'm saying? I think Epstein was he was hung by somebody else, and the video cameras were gone. Carl, what's going on, brother? What's happening? Well, Whitey Bulger's brother was a politician. Imagine that. That fucking awesome. Hey, babe. Yeah. Can you bring me that box out there and that little saw, please?
That what?
That box that's on the stool, the wicker stool.
Yeah.
The box I got yesterday. Yeah. Thank you. I think the CEOs let everybody know he was coming. They all turned rat once they found out he was a rat, or were they just rats? Oh yeah, whack. Man, like white powder, Holmes. How you feeling? Just so you know, folks, Kevin, 2 weeks. So he ratted also. And then some of those books. Yep.
There you go.
What's up, Raymond? Oh yeah. So I want to show you. I got some stuff in the mail. Big Al. Thank you so much, Al. Epstein Island. Also, AZ, what's up? How you doing, my friend? Somebody sent me in the box still. I just took it out of the box. Yeah. Cordless drill, right? With the charger and all that good stuff. And they sent me a hand plane. Yeah, a hand plane. This is from Big Al. Whack is sick. Very sick. And he sent me a sander. Look at that. It's a DeWalt sander. Right? That's Velcro. Right? Velcro. I think that's a replaceable pad on there. Sent me a screwdriver, a 6-in-1. And it's funny, I used to use these when I was a plumber. Humidors. And let's see. Tape measure. And he sent me a set in this container here. Just came out. Chisels. Right? Chisels. Look at that. And he also sent me in the other room a little scroll saw. A scroll saw is for doing intricate work. Rest up, Big Whack. What's up, McMahon? That's my job today. Selling for 6 years for hitting a con worker who hit me with a stapler. Wow. I would fight that. Isn't that nice, AZ? Big Oso. Let's see. Prison yet. They were waiting on him. Yeah. So Big Al, thank you for the tools. That's a touchdown. Thank you so much. It's a good start. And I also picked up a table saw, actually two, a newer one, contractor saw, and an older one. The older one is cast iron. It's called a Timberline, and it was made in the late 1940s, early 1950s. It needs a belt, and that's it. And clean it up a little bit. So I'm gonna have two table saws, one for doing basic stuff and one for fine tuning stuff. And that was cool, Big Al, to send that. Thank you so much. He said he does Wishbone Garages. What's up, Wishbone Garage? Do I need tools? I need woodworking tools. Actually, any kind of tools, actually, but yeah, I do need tools. I have a spot where I'm gonna do woodworking. I also want to get into painting motorcycle parts, but I got an air compressor, a table saw. Another table saw is gonna come later this week, and yeah. Oh, this saw is cast iron, nice. You know. So I'm getting started. Let's see what this is. I'm gonna shoot this guy a message. Let's see. Because we got work tomorrow. We got to go tear a roof off. And yo, baby daddy, what's happening? We're getting closer to next month. Oh, let's see. Charles. Nope. Charles. Let's see. We got to tear a roof off of a patio that's leaking. Freaking Brian cousin. There you go. You already know. That's right. Yeah, your baby daddy. We're getting closer to next month, and we're gonna do a chess piece. We're still stronger, just like the old guys. Tom Jones swagger, cuz. That's right. That's right. Yeah, so Whack has pneumonia. He's been sick, and evidently there's some kind of virus that goes around. It's a respiratory virus. And it's like the people think they got the flu, but it's not the flu. Um, a couple of our friends here are sick, so there's definitely stuff going around. Dang swag. Oh, so you sick? You say you got it, or you got that flu, or you got that lung virus? It's some kind of lung virus. Oh wow! So that's fucked up, man. The folks are sick, man. Yep. She works around people, but I don't. So, respiratory virus, man, that shit is not good. It has to run its course. I guess there's nothing they can really do for it. Also, so let's all give Big Oso from Arizona some prayers and positive vibes, and help him and his old lady get well. Because Ernesto, what's up, brother? That's not a good thing to have. Killing only took 7 minutes. Wow. Oh, he's been sick for 2 weeks. RSV, that's what it's called. RSV. Yep. What's up, Wayne Honeycutt? How you doing? What's up, big dog? It's going good, Everett. How you doing, Mick? Yeah, let's we got a couple folks on here. We got Whack. We got Oso. They need some prayer and positive vibes for the hard intentions folks out there. You know that what is it again? RSV. Could be creating new illness. Wow, Jack. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird deal. What's up, Wilmette? Yeah, look at that. Oso's been sick for 2 weeks now. Let's see, my son been sick on 2 weeks. Believe it or not, he doesn't like missing school. Well, that's good. That's good. If he enjoys school, that's good. It means he's going to be learning stuff. In his personal opinion, the Arvin is going to be worse than COVID this winter. Fuck. Respiratory syncytial virus. Wow. Oh, man. There's nothing you can do about it either, I guess. They're just coming up with new shit all the time. Maybe the COVID virus is really what this thing is. They just call it COVID, you know? Yeah, I need to get some sunscreen on. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Chick. Come here. Come on. Want to get up here? Come on. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking because it's wintertime. Let's see. Christmas is in prison.
Babe.
She's gonna, huh? What?
He's bleeding.
Where? His tail?
No, it looks like he. Oh. You know, on that little thing they have behind their leg, little, the little pad.
Come here.
Hey, babe, don't be rough with him.
Where you bleeding, buddy? Oh shit. Where at? This leg or that leg?
I think it might be the other one. Hi guys, sorry.
The dog's got a owie. Lay down. Lay down.
It's okay, honey.
Lay down.
It's his front one. Sorry, babe.
That's his front one?
Yeah.
Good, buddy.
It's okay.
What is that?
You know their little pad?
Yeah,
no.
that's
like
I'm
behind
just
there.
wondering what made it bleed.
When he was outside.
Running around?
Yeah. It's okay. Okay, baby.
Put some of that.
You won't even let me touch it, so.
Put some of that aquifer on it.
Okay. It's all right, baby. All right?
Or some antibiotic ointment.
Did you tell him what he was doing with that goat?
Yeah, he was out there chasing the goats. Hey, you okay? Hey, you okay? Look at that dog. He's so cool. So one of the goats got out. What's up, Michael? Not in the Prius Cadillac. It'd be in zinc. Whack. It's interesting. Hot box in the Prius. He is a great looking dog also. What's up, hombre? What's up, Ron? How you doing, brother? Oh, made it to a while. Nice to see you. That's right, hombre. Thank you for coming, tuning on. Yeah, last week he had a rapid leg. So the goats got out and he was chasing them all over the yard. I mean, just like mad. And over some metal roofing, I got out there and all over. He's a beast. He was like herding them, but with, Mr. Wilson View, what's up? He was like herding the goats around with no direction where they needed to go. So he's a good dog. I tell you, he really is. We hit the jackpot getting him. So here's the deal. If Whitey Bulger was a rat and he was working with a corrupt FBI agent, he was still telling on people. So when he went to prison, he was a target of opportunity. He's an old man. He was 89 years old. Oh, wow. Well, I hope they get better, Mr. Wilson's View. Look at that. Somebody else got kids that are sick. Ain't heard of that here. Let's see. Yeah, he's a great dog. We got him from the shelter, and he's just as cool as can be. Yeah, so whoever did it, I mean, they're facing murder charges, and evidently there's some police that are involved that were in trouble. So where's the big dog at? He's down he's got a little owie on his leg. She's treating it. So yeah, so he was an opportune target for guys that wanted to, vent their anger on somebody that was a turd. Once again, like Dances with Penises, he's a guy who used his own people for his own benefit. He's probably a narcissist, just an all-around turd for Bulger, yeah. Whitey Bulger wasn't a target of opportunity. He was telling on people. If he was telling on the Italian mafia, he was still telling on people. Why didn't he go whack them? It's like, boy, I told on these guys because of this, that, and the other. He should have whacked them instead of telling on them. I mean, I don't know. He probably got roped into that. Maybe he wasn't a rat from the get-go, but like they say, he had a corrupt FBI agent on his team, and so he probably just slid into, and Dances with Prigs. Yeah, trophy guy. He's a trophy guy. So he probably slid into this thing with this corrupt FBI agent. Yeah, I believe they killed him because he was a rat, But, he was evidently ratting with some FBI agent who was giving him information. They were buds. The guy was corrupt. He got a lot of passes, And you got to understand, that was a different time and a different place and a different world. They didn't have the internet. An FBI agent can have a guy out running amok and doing all kinds of crazy shit with the protection of the FBI. And all he had to do is say, hey, that guy's my informant, and he could protect him. Yeah, they did good. But, and a lot of the stuff Bulger was doing could go unreported, unrecognized by their superiors because of a corrupt FBI agent. Here's the deal. Nowadays, you can't get away with that. But he was still working with the cops. You know what I'm saying? He was still working with the cops, and he was still sending guys to jail. He was doing it for his own benefit. And then he was also using his crew for his own benefit. Whether they benefited or not, I don't know. But, 11 murders, that's serial killer stuff. That's pretty sick shit if you ask me. Be the one who dispatched with a pickle from his hot chocolate. Yeah, I got you. Mm. So did the FBI guy go to prison too? Did he get convicted? Right? I went wrong. Where's your big dog? Yeah, he's out. He was in there, but she's working on his leg. Everything got an owie. Also got convicted of murder, racketeering. Okay, 40 years. All right. So here's the deal: if they kill Bulger in prison, where's this guy? Locked up in some PC? Oh, he's dead. Okay. Okay, he's dead. Oh, he's dead too. So he did go to prison, then he died. Well, Whitey Bulger was 89, so he had to be an old guy too. So, Nile. Is it Nile? I don't know what that means. Nile. Uh, yeah, you know, a guy lived to be 89 years old. A lot of people don't live to be that long. So, you know, he came to a violent end. Doesn't matter how long you live. When you live nap time, that's right, Zach. When you live that lifestyle and you participate like that, in the end, it does not work out too well. It comes usually have a bitter end, So any of you guys watch this Insane Throttle guy? I'm gonna have to do a video about this guy. He's got a whiny, nasally voice. He was in a motorcycle club, and then he's not. Couldn't make the big time. So he has a channel. You know, always talking shit about motorcycle clubs. Oh wow, he's 83. Yeah, they got a guy out committing murders and letting him do it so they could get information. Oh, he's still alive. Wow. Still alive. A lot of people don't live to be that long. Westies were definitely. Let's see. Wow. A book about here, my female. Yeah. Do anything you want. Yep. You go rest, take care, bro. You have a good night and get well. Also, for real. I hope you get over that shit. I was trying to scan too. Just on Whitey Bulger. There you go, brother. What do you think about that motherfucker? MK Ultra, they spouse to have done on Bulger, Manson, and others. I don't know, I've heard about it. On medical grounds. Wow. Roy Demo was a rat too. I don't know who he was, but wow, he got out. That's crazy. So you see, it's not just California prison gangs. It's all over the country. Guys who hook up with nasty crews. They got an end game. Look at that piece of shit, Sammy the Bull. They have an end game. They have information in their head that they trade for their freedom, and they sell out their crew. Happens all the time. So, yeah. I do Himes a clubber and claims that he medically left due to seizures. Is that what that guy Insane Throttle says? He left due to seizures? Come on, man. There's plenty of guys in motorcycle clubs that got medical problems, and is that what he said? I know guys in motorcycle clubs that got all kinds of medical problems and they don't leave. I think he's a turd. I think he perpetuates the mainstream media and law enforcement's narrative. I think he could. My swipe has seizures. That's right. Yeah, well, look at that. This guy swipe past Caesars and he ain't checking out. So I think that he wasn't. I think he couldn't make the big time. Move on up to a bigger, better thing. Cointel Pro. That's I don't. But yeah, he was in support club, epilepsy, cocaine cowboys. Let's see. Yep. Gemini Lines movie coming out soon. Yeah, I think Insane Throttle's a lame. He's just and I know some guys in some of the clubs that he talks about, and they don't like him. And I'm gonna have to do a video about it because he's a real turd. Look at that. He's a turd, and he's doing sensationalism, and all he's doing is reiterating things that's in the mainstream media, but mainstream media pops it and drops it, and he drags it on and on and on. My soul's a ghost. Just a ghost, yeah. Insane Swallows. What's up there, old poacher? How you doing, brother? I think he's from back east somewhere. What year did I go to CDC? 1979. I got arrested. I don't see that. I don't, and that's what I'm saying. He's dragging this out, dragging it out, dragging it out. And he doesn't. And then he gets a guy who's a club jumper that quit the club to defend this guy, and then he's on the other side, and then they got a third guy, and it's like devil's advocate on each side, and it's like, dude, give it a rest. But he also talks about other clubs as well, Yeah. Yeah, he's from Chicago. All right. Yeah. Yeah. And the bottom line is it's kind of like guys who leave clubs and then they pimp the patch, they tell stories about the club they were in. This guy's telling stories about other clubs. Like, hey, I was in a club and I know all about bike clubs. I'm going to report, he's doing it to make money. He's got a massive subscriber base and he's making fat money. He's making the team look bad. And whether or not you like the team or not that he's talking about, he talks about all different teams. And whether you like them or not, he's pimping the funk. You're not supposed to pimp the patch, and it ain't his patch he's pimping. He's pimping other people's patches, and I know guys that are in some of them clubs and they don't like it. Keeping your mouth shut. Or report positive stories about clubs instead of negative shit that comes out of mainstream media and then sitting there acting like you know about it, and it's just like this other guy dances with the penis. He's talking about stuff that he don't know. He heard a name, he heard a word, and he tells a story about it. I don't know where OG Badger went, my friend. We're both snitching on each other, and that's why I don't watch none of those shows for non-gangsters. They sold out to save themselves. Yeah, I believe that. OG Badger's doing all right. I don't know what's up with the channel, Yeah, that's their crew. They're out there. I think dude probably wanted to be a part of that, and he couldn't cut the mustard, so he quit. And now he reports on all. You never hear him say much about these guys. You know what I'm saying? Important bikers I know give zero fucks. Yeah, well, I think the guys he talk about, I think they're a little tired of hearing him mention their clubs and acting like he knows something about them. And I'm surprised nobody's put their foot in his mouth. You know? Yep. You know, he still rides motorcycles though. So what? He says he quit the club because he has epilepsy or something, and he still rides motorcycles. So he's full of shit. He quit because he couldn't make the big leagues. He might be an informant. I don't know. I don't know what his fucking deal is. All I know is he's always on there. He's always from the varsity squad. Yeah, he wasn't cut out for the varsity squad. You know, he's a farm team guy. You know, he wasn't happy with the farm team, and he couldn't make it to the varsity squad, so he quit. You know, yeah. Yeah, what's up, XO? We're just talking smack, you know. It's a no-no. Well, what's up, Big Kev? He's stuck on the farm team. Real good by himself to leave club names out of his mouth. It's disrespectful. It is disrespectful. And there's guys that I know that are in clubs that are sick of hearing it, you know. 70s through the 80s with major gang time and CDC. How did you work yourselves through that without joining any gang? It's pretty simple. A lot of guys do it. You mind your own business. You mind your own business, Rick. And you do your own time. And you do your own thing. Oh, it's raining out there, Smitty. You do your own time, bro. You stay out of the mix. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. Oh, boom. Rain. 16 years of fine Whitey Bulger. He was in Santa Monica, California. Yep. Yeah, so this dude, Insane Throttle, he needs to back the fuck up off these clubs. And like I say, even if you don't like the clubs that he's talking about, he talks about all clubs, except for the ones near him. Doesn't really have to do this about him. Fuck, mind your own business, don't run up a debt, and show respect. And yeah, that's all. Yeah, so my thing is, this dude was in a club, farm team, and he wanted to move the big leagues. Probably figured he couldn't cut the mustard. They let him know he couldn't cut the mustard, and you know, so now he does his channel, and he's making a living off of it. Every day he's got a post, every day, and he's attached. Big Al, we got the tools, bro. We're talking about Insane Throttle. It's lame. But we got the tools. I showed folks earlier. I got the drill, the sander, the chisel, everything. Thank you, Al. He's attached. He was in a club, and he says he quit. And but the thing is, you know, this guy makes his living off YouTube talking about motorcycle clubs that he's not a part of. You know, I don't talk about XYZ club. I don't talk about them because I'm not in them. I have friends that are in motorcycle clubs, and they hear this guy talking shit about clubs. If he was in street gang, that gang, I don't know what gang it was, but if you ain't in it, don't be in it. Yep. So that, you know, he's got his face all tattooed and whatever. If that's your thing, you know, whatever. But to me, yeah, he was in some club and then he quit, bro. And but here's my thing: why'd he quit? You know. Yeah. Okay. But here's the deal: he's not in a club, and he says he said he quit, whatever. But he's not. He's definitely not in the clubs that he talks about all the time. And he's just perpetuating law enforcement and mainstream media's message. You know what I'm saying? He perpetuates mainstream's point of view about motorcycle riders and motorcycle clubs, and he does it to make a living. He's just sensationalizing all the stories he talks about. They're in mainstream media. Mainstream media hits it and quits it, and they move on to the next big story. He just drags them out. I was too young. I've seen him, heard about him, know people that knew him, but I was too young. Whitey Bulger, he might have been in the end, but he was a rat. In the end, he was ratting on all his friends, and he paid the price. When it comes down to it, their knees get weak. That's right. Yeah, that's right. So I could go in mainstream media and find stories about motorcycle clubs and just talk about them. That's what he's doing. He's dragging it out, though. I just got a password for it. He balance his bike. He's got epilepsy, so Oh yeah, he's got a whiny voice like a broad, Um, yep. Is that tibia? Yeah. So and his voice, dude, it's just irritating. Anyways, I just had to talk about it because he's a fraud. I don't think he would last long out here. I don't know. I know people are tired of hearing him mention their club's names because I know some of the guys that are in some of the clubs that he talks about, and they're from California originally, and yeah, yeah, it's just a matter of time. So somebody asked me about Christmas in California prisons. Was interesting nail. Back in the day, even in the hole, you got a big bag of nuts, mixed nuts, right, in the shells, and you got a big bag of hard candy. You got an orange, an apple, and you got a little greeting card. Usually from some kid at the church. They would have kids do Christmas. Yeah. They would have kids sign cards. So you got that, right? And then they always had everywhere I've been, they would have turkey, ham, sweet potatoes, stuffing. They have so much food. You had 2 trays. Did 14 years of bachelor, retired now. That's right, Al. Thank you for those tools, bro. They will go to good use. Yeah, you got so much food, you had to have 2 trays. And I mentioned this before. In Tracy, they would cook turkey for like a week and a half straight, shred it out. You got a pile of shredded turkey, a piece of ham. You would have that. What's that stuff called? Whipped cream and fruit. Pumpkin pie. You had everything. Now, yeah, coffee jars with a tear. Yeah, Smitty, that was a bad one, wasn't it? That was a bad write up. So now, in most prisons, it's just a regular day. You get locked up early. They close the yard early, supposedly, because back in the day, They gave you a lot of food. Now you go to chow and you get worse than a regular tray because the cops they get a half day. They work like 4 days or 4 hours. Somebody replaces them. They keep the yard locked down after dinner. What's up, Sugar Smack? They keep the yard. No eggnog. Some prisons they used to sell it in the yard shack canteen, but oh wow, Al, thank you so much, bro. Yeah, now you get like it's turkey, but it's like pressed with gelatin holding it together. I don't even eat the shit. I threw it in the trash. I don't think you get sweet potatoes. If you do, you get like one or two little pieces like this with a lot of the sauce all over it. Stuffings, it just, you're going to get one tray. So that's what, I remember in CMF, we used to go down there at midnight and get hot chocolate and a cinnamon roll. They used to treat you like a holiday. They used to treat you like a human being on the holidays and feed you well, just to let you know that, there's more to life than prison bars. It meant something to them too, but now it doesn't. They don't feel like people in prison have the right to celebrate Christmas on the state's dime, no special meals. Yeah, it just sucks, man. 4th of July, you used to get a hot dog and a hamburger and, all the trimmings, not anymore. You get a piece of watermelon, all that stuff. Yeah, but Christmas is just a regular day in prison. It's actually worse than a regular day. What's up, Dave? What's up, big bro? And so Dave will tell you, we're just talking about Christmas in prison now. And, how I was telling him how bad the food is now. On Christmas is worse than a regular day because during a regular day, and cops are hateful. That's right. On a regular day, you have night yard in most prisons, unless it's a level 4. You get your regular meal, you get decent whatever. And on holidays, especially Christmas, they lock the yard down around noon. They feed extra early. They feed you worse than a regular meal. Everyone's things done so they could get out of there and go home. The cops have a big spread. Like Smitty said, the cops throw a big spread for themselves while everybody's locked down. Sometimes you won't get a shower that day unless you catch it early. So, yeah, they ruined Christmas in prison, and it's kind of sad. But, we used to have Christmas, New Year's, 4th of July, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, all them. You got a meal, Yeah. Remember that, Smitty? Man, you got huge cinnamon rolls in Vacaville. And Donovan actually had some that were pretty good. But Vacaville, man, they had those were cinnamon rolls worth eating. And they had this old black dude that was working in the bakery named Mr. Booker. He did like 45, 50 years. What's up, Curtis? How you doing? I did not know him. I did not know Joe. Yeah, them cinnamon rolls were huge, bro. So they had Mr. Booker. When I was there, he had 45 years, and he probably did over 50 years. He's probably dead by now. He was an old man. I think he was a Korean War veteran. When they want keeps locked down. I was like, Paulie Bibbs, what's up? How you doing, Paulie? Thanks for tuning in. We are well. We are well. Yeah, the cops will lock you up and just have a party. Oh, some officers retiring. Yeah, lock the yard down. We're having a spread. you know, oh, it's Joe Blow's birthday. Lock the yard down. Let's have a spread. We just say we found a knife on a yard, and they're, you know, they'll give you some bullshit story. But they do it on holidays now. They restrict your visiting on holidays. That used to be a time when everybody's folks would come see them, and now that it's appointment only, and they restrict your visits. It's not good. So if you got somebody in prison, friend or family that you care about during the Christmas season, especially, send them a card, send them a letter, let them know you care about them. Because in prison, they try to let them know that they're not cared about, and that's just simply not true. So, guys need contact with the street. So I got the table saws. Financially, things are going to stabilize around here. I'm going to start building that wood shop. I want to make humidors and I want to make wooden toys. Polly, we are going to go see the kids up in the Bay Area. Sugar Smack, we need you on the channel, bro. Some fried catfish and real milk and chicken and all kinds of good food, but it's all gone nowadays. Yeah, it's everywhere. They just treat prisoners like crap, you know. Hey, Dave, we see a man. Good. Dave has a road glide. Hey, Dave, we're going up to the Bay Area for Christmas, so I'll give you a call. Even if it's a quick visit, you know. Well, I won't be able to start that for Christmas. I'm going to need a bandsaw. I'm going to need a bandsaw, a planer, a joiner. I got a drill press coming. Sugar Smack, you got our hookup. I'd love to interview you, bro. I need to do an interview with somebody that's from not from California. See what life was like out there. Mitch at heartintentions.com or Mitch Smiley 790 on Instagram. We got to get you on here, bro. Yeah, so I need some tools, clamps, you know. All the best parts of Christmas. Well, I already talked about the worst. It's the food and the lockdown and all that. But the best parts of Christmas back in the day was, you know, people had a good cheer about them, you know, and people had a little bit bigger smile. And they were a little more, hey, let's have a spread and let's invite those guys, you know. And visiting was a little bit looser, and you know, you get to see your family and get the Christmas spirit from your family. You get phone calls, you get Christmas spirit from your phone calls, and people let you know, hey, we love you. And oh wow, Oak Poacher, man, I definitely got to get with you, bro. That was a time to show gratitude. It really was a good time. I enjoyed it. Goon Squad, they were never chill, bro. They were always them, you know. Things you could get with packages can be sent in. We had the same package program. The clothes that I had, that's right, Dave. And I'm going to make cable cars, and Dave's going to pimp them. Harbor has a great deal on clamps. Yeah, I'm going to check out their clamps. I don't have a problem with some of Harbor Freight stuff. Some of it's garbage with some of it. Now, Dave can tell you, David Marshall will tell you, in San Quentin, they made these little cable cars on a stand. Some of them had lights in them. Some of them had music boxes in them that said, I left my heart in San Francisco. And then guys that had stores in San Francisco would buy them they'd buy hundreds of them. So if they were selling for 50, 75 bucks a piece, and you sell 50 to 100 of them at a time, do the math. Of course, that's not the $2 or $3 million a year that Dances with Wolves said they were making selling dope in Folsom. But the guys in San Quentin were making cable cars, and guys in Folsom were making stagecoaches, and Wells Fargo used to buy them, right? Guys in prison used to make money, legit, so I'll be Hump the Pimp, the cable cars. We Hump the Pimp, the cable car pimp. Yeah, guys made money legally in prison. I used to send money to the wife, help her out when I could. I didn't make that kind of money because I didn't make cable cars, but I made other things. I made toys, jewelry boxes, clocks, chessboards. I don't see why I can't make the same stuff now and sell it. Make money, make profit off of it. The name of the game is to be able to make it in an acceptable amount of time with acceptable amount of material costs, and then sell it for profit. Those guys that make cable cars in San Quentin, no, there's no secret Santa in San Quentin and stuff. Guys will slide by your cell and throw you a joint, or I'll give you a glass of wine, though. And then making this. Yeah, it is. It is. They don't make cable cars anymore. They don't make stagecoaches anymore. They don't sell artwork anymore because there's no more hobby in prison in California. They did away with it all, But yeah, the guys make cable cars. They would have metal vices welded to their beds in their cell. They had clamps. They had everything they need, little Dremel tools. They had all the brass rod, pliers to bend it. They'd sit on a 6-month lockdown and come out of their cell with 50, 60, 100 cable cars. Run them over to the hobby shop, send them out front to the store for pickup. Someone would pick them up, take them in that, and they made money. Arnie did that. All the governors did it, man. And the wardens did it. And the CDC itself did it. Arnold Schwarzenegger was a turd. He's still a turd. As a governor, as far as prison goes, he was weak. And he was a weak coward and a piece of shit. I don't like Arnie. I don't like nothing about him. He's phony. Yep. Look at that. See? Why should they let you sell artwork, woodwork, and make money and put money on your books so you can buy food on the canteen? Look at that. See? 4 day, and they all sold. See? Yep. Guys that do greeting cards of Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse. Arnie's worse than a rhino, bro. Yeah, but look at this. If I sold something for $100 in a hobby store, they got 10% went to the state for inmate welfare fund, and the inmates never saw it. So the state made money too. And they made sales tax. But look, if you sell 10 cable cars, $50, that's $500. What's up, DeWolf? How you doing? What's up, TOB? And the guy could easily sell 10, 20 cable cars a month. And in prison, that's decent, and you could give that money to your family. Guys that had wives and kids, they would give money to their families. There was a guy in San Quentin that used to screen print sweatshirts, and he put the front of San Quentin, he put San Quentin University School of Higher Knowledge. And he sold them things like as fast as he could print them. Yep. Let's see. Yep. They sold as fast as I could make them. Use some ink. Oh yeah, I gotta find some Tupperware cups. You know, I used to sell Tupperware tumblers in prison for 25 bucks a piece in a hobby store. And you know, back then 25 bucks was 25 bucks. Now 25 bucks is like $2. But guys will give you $100 bill now like any shit. Uh, no, they actually restricted the hobby. I mean, they don't even have artwork anymore in a lot of places. You know, it's just a dead end street now. You know, I've been going over helping my homeboy out in Topak, doing flooring, plumbing, all this other kind of stuff. You don't have to worry about it again. I'm rooting for it. Thank you so much. And you know, Al, I'm not going back to prison. I get to ride my motorcycle. I get to hang out with my wife in this house that we're paying a mortgage on. We got a couple great dogs. We got some good friends. We got this hard intentions family. And I'm not going back to prison, knock on wood, unless somebody's a threat to my existence or my family's. Other than that, I've said it before, there's nothing in the world worth going back to prison for, you know. Thank you, Bob. And that's at Christmas. That's right. Yeah, the cops. This one guy took a coffee cup, hard plastic, and wow. And he carved a skull in it, 3D. They did a search, the cops took it. And I was like, you fucking piece of shit, you know. They were, and I lunged at him and he backed up all scared. Yes, I have, oh poacher. Yeah, I have. I've heard of that. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it, you know. And I've seen it in the news too, that I've seen all kinds of stuff. Footballs come flying over the fence and all kinds of shit. So yeah, when I was hobbying, I had my own router, my own sander, my own router bits, glue, lacquer, sanding sealer, thinner, all, you know, velvet. I used to make jewelry boxes, line them with velvet. I had all that stuff in my locker in the hobby shop. Then I had stuff in the cell, all my art supplies. I had a sense of ownership with that stuff. That was my stuff. I accomplished that, right? I accomplished that. I earned the money to buy that stuff. What's up, Jason Menifee? I earned that stuff. That was my stuff. I had a sense of ownership. I had a sense of accomplishment. I had a sense of pride. You know, yeah, we had to pay for our stuff. We had to buy our own wood. We had to buy our own glue. We had to buy our own lacquer, all that, you know. No, they took 10%. Kicking on the bleachers. That's right, bro. That's right. Red Dye, what's up, brother? Let's see. Oh, wow, that's a trip. Yeah, they took 10% for the inmate welfare plus 6% sales tax. So you price your item accordingly, you know. But you know, I had a sense of ownership and all that stuff, and they took all that away because they don't want you to feel that. They want you to feel like a worthless nothing that they can control. You know, and some guys they accomplish that, other guys they don't. But you know, the stuff I know how to do now. You can buy a line for a stamp. No, we didn't have nothing like that. All right, Big Dave. Have a good night, brother. Thanks for checking in. We love you, bro. Tell Jay I said hi. Uh, yeah, they treat zoo animals better than they treat guys in prison now. You know, so all the skills I have now, plumbing skills, I can hang drywall. I do flooring, I do stuff. I learned all that. You're not learning that anymore in prison. You're not doing that. You're not learning how to use table saws, all that shit. Uh, you know, I went to Corcoran and they make tack boards, and I started making tack boards for modular office furniture, and they were buying the wood, the molding for it from San Quentin. It was shitty. They were using cottonwood. So I told my boss, hey, order a unit of poplar. Uh, I think Folsom and San Quentin were both pretty bad in their own way. That there is no worse there. That's an equal. They were equal, you know. But they were also both good prisons. If you minded your own business, you got in a hobby, whatever, they were also good prisons, Um, yeah, all the skills I know how to do now. When I went to Corcoran, they needed these tack boards made right away. They were not going to get the wood in time from San Quentin. So I said, hey, order a unit of poplar. And they did. I opened up that saw. They had a big 18-inch table saw. Nice. They had a lock on the starter. And they go, I go, take the lock off that. I want to use a saw. They go, nobody uses a saw. The last guy that used a saw, I guess he ran the saw blade up his fingers, cut his fingers open. They go, nobody uses this saw. I go, I'm going to use it. And within 2 days, I had all that lumber milled down into molding they needed. And I made the tack boards. And after that, they bought me some dado blades. They bought me an automatic feeder. And I just became a regular thing where I made the molding and I made the tack boards. And I had my job sewed up. But they were blown away that I knew how to do it because they don't teach guys how to do that in prison anymore. And at one point, my boss asked me, where'd you learn how to do this? I told him prison, because that's how it is, I mean, now I don't think guys want to learn that shit, I think that most guys just want to lay around and shoot dope now and fight and cause problems. It's kind of sad. So in the end, it was embarrassing being in prison, but now it's a blessing that I'm out. Yeah. Oh yeah. And David. So at Tracy too, but San Quentin, well, they had a guy that was a military veteran, and he looked kind of like a citizen, but he was good at stuff. I can do that. I have some paintings I got to finish up, but I will get on that, Al. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to write it in my studio. I'm going to start focusing. I'm helping my homeboy rehab. It's a 90-mile drive to get to his house, 90-mile home. I drive down there. I help him do stuff, and then I'm trying to get. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Tashanka. But I'm going to get caught up with this. I'm going to start focusing more on my art. But yeah, so Mike worked in the wood factory and prison industries, and San Quentin Wood Factory. They make stuff out of wood for the state, desks and stuff like that. And he would load up all the shorts, 24 inches, 18 inches, foot oak, 1.5 inches thick, and he'd load up. Toilet paper boxes are about 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet, or maybe 3 feet. It holds a case. That's a case of toilet paper in prison, right? And he would load boxes like that up, tape them up. And then there were cops there that were veterans. And so he had a veterans group there, and they would raise money through hobby and other means, donations, food sales for veterans on the street, you know. And I don't know. I don't know. Tuxton. I don't know. I'm down by Kingman though. And so Mike would bring us wood. And other guys had connections too. So we would get all our wood from the prison industry. And I have a project here I made out of wood from prison industry. Then one time I had a contract to make, I think 30. That's right, Kenny. Thank you. You know, Tushonk, you ever come out here, you're welcome to come see us, or maybe we can meet you somewhere. I made like 30 drawings for a group called No More Tears. It had a teardrop with a name in it with a pattern around it. And I made frames for each one of them in the carpenter shop. And yeah. And David was working in receiving and release, R&R, as a clerk. And so I took from South Phoenix. All right. So I took them all in a big shit paper box. Yeah, but it's a group there. It's a victims awareness group. So anyway, I took them all up to R&R, dropped them off, and David brought them a hobby for me. But I made them in the carpenter shop, you know. And I think I made $40 a piece off each one. So it was a pretty good payout, you know. I think I made about $400 off that. Yeah. So I mean, that's just a little prison hustle. And there are guys in there that got no fucking hustle. And they hate you because you got game. They hated Dave. They hated me. And they would talk shit behind your back, because I'd hear guys talking smack about Dave. And I'd go, hey, he never did any of that shit to me. You know, if you got a problem with him, go tell him to his face, you know. Per year, fuck. Well, put it this way. When I was the lead man in the scullery washing trays through the dishwasher, I don't listen to CDs no more, bro. I listen to Spotify, bro. I made $20 a month as a lead man in the scullery washing trays through the dishwasher. And that was a lot of hard work. You know, so do the math. $20, $400 for a week's work, you know. There you go, Josh. What's up, bro? You know, Al, I'm going down there. You know, he gives me gas money and a little extra, but I'm going down there not as a job, but you really can't save by a year. I'm just going down there to help. He bought these mobile homes, to manufactured homes, and he's rehabbing them. It's on 1.5 acres, couple double wides, and he gutted them. He's making a bunkhouse out of one and a single a 1-bedroom giant living area in the other. So there used to be a tweaker dope house. So I'm helping him rehab it. He's a homeboy, he's a brother from Dago, and I'm just helping him so he can move in. He had some guys working for like 6 months that said they know how to do this stuff, and they didn't. So everything they've done, myself and a couple other guys have had to tear out and redo. So, so for me, basically, it's not really about a job. It's nah, you know, it's trying to help them get into the scam likely. Hello. Scam likely. Hello. Okay, they don't want to talk. I was going to have some fun there on film. A few guys. Yeah, it's a you know, it's a good industry. I'm thinking Kingman's northwest of Tuscan. It's about 5-hour drive. If you're on your motorcycle, I'll meet you and we could ride. You know. I'll send you some old punk and hardcore, but you don't listen to CDs. You know, bro, I don't even have a CD player. We had a Bose CD player, but it blew out when our power went out. Yep. Be a lame doing dope. It is. Joe, what's up, Joe? How you doing, bro? We've been on for a while. I'm gonna have to get off here in a bit. Yeah, but when you're helping friends do shit, it's it's this guy used to own a tattoo shop in San Diego, still does. I used to call the shop, collect. He used to send me money occasionally. It was nice to have connection to the hometown. It was just so he helped me out when I was in prison. So it's a give and take thing, Make real money slinging dope on the streets these days. I have no idea. I don't know. I wouldn't sling dope if you paid me. Even if there was a market for it, I wouldn't do it. I don't use it. I'm definitely not going to sell it. Number one, I'm not taking a chance of losing my freedom. And number two, I'm not going to do that to people, I don't know, I don't know what drugs cost, to be honest with you. I haven't seen, other than what I saw in homeless camps. I mean, I've never been to no one's house or anything where they had dope. If I seen it, I'd probably leave. Uh, yeah. I've seen some manufactured homes now that have 2x4s in the wall, you know. Um, mm. The Indian chief in the background was raffled off, guys. And he's going to pick it up next month when he gets his tattoo. What's up, Dennis? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis. Merry Christmas. Well, we've been off for a little over an hour, about an hour and a half, so I'm going to have to wrap it up. I got to take a shower. I got to get ready for tomorrow. There's a spiritual cost for pushing dope. Oh, don't. Yeah, don't even think that ain't real. You too, Polly. Have a great night. If you think profiting by ruining people's lives, selling dope, has no consequences on the other side, or even now, good night, Joe. You're mistaken. There's a price to pay for your success when your success comes from ruining people's lives. Don't even think that ain't real, because it's true. It is true. There's a spiritual cost for pushing dope. So don't push dope. Don't take that chance and don't go there. I ain't talking about weed. I'm talking about dope. Why do you think they call it dope? Yeah. So, all you guys that are working or looking for work, hats off to you. Yes, sir. Sugar Smack. Good night, brother. Be safe, be hard. That's right, Big Oos. Kenny, good night. Red Dye. Stay sucker free, folks. Stay sucker free and do it hard. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later. Have a good one. Al. That's right. That's right, Al. And thanks once again, Al, for them tools. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. You guys have a good night. Get out there and do it hard tomorrow. We're not here in Nova Scotia. That's right, Joshua. You guys have a good night. Thank you. I'll see you Friday, members, Saturday, regular.